It's like the problems people have with these HOAs across America is like never ending. Like they all got their own rules and own regulations. They could do what they want. And it's like the people pay a lot of money to live in a community where they're told what to do, which is crazy because they probably got a house and like, oh, I got a house. I'm on my own. I could do what I want. It's my land. I'm an adult now, whatever, if they buying a house. But then just to have more rules than they had when they was renting it from a landlord. Or they got a landlord, now they got even more rules. So it's like, it's never ending. Like paying rent in an HOA is one thing, but to buy a house in the HOA and have somebody telling you what to do with that house, yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Here's now, the I-Team has investigated a lot of complaints involving HOAs and how they use their power, but we've never seen anything quite like this.
Yeah, so the woman in the mugshot right here wanted us to tell you her story, and she wanted us to show you her mugshot. She was arrested and spent a week in jail for what started out as an HOA complaint over her lawn.
A week?
I feel humiliated about the whole thing, you know, like I kind of got my head down because this is so embarrassing.
Well, tonight, investigative reporter Adam Walser there revealing how she wound up behind bars and caught up with the HOA's attorney to ask about his involvement.
This is what they were showing in court, like pictures of the brown grass.
Yep.
The grass isn't always green in Irena Green's yard, thanks to a big tree that you can see in this drone video, and a drought that led the county to impose watering restrictions last year didn't help.
Looks like you got some pieces of sod here.
Green says her yard is far from the worst in Riverview's Creekview subdivision.
If you drive around my neighborhood, you'll see there's plenty of yards that are not up to par.
So
they getting other people. That's messed up. They like putting other people on blast. Like, look at their yard. And if you notice mailbox 37, whatever, 46, the green car, Kia next to it or whatever. They know these houses. They like, damn, my shit. Like these motherfuckers rode past my house and took a picture.
There's plenty of yards that are not up to par.
But so far, she's the only homeowner to actually go to jail for failing to keep her yard up to her HOA standards. It all started with notices from the HOA's management company.
And it went from the grass being brown to, you know, there's a dent in my garage.
Dents too small to see from the road.
That was a part of my court case.
Green was also cited for having a dirty mailbox covered in mildew due to shade and moisture from that same tree.
I would assume you could probably clean that whole mailbox in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
And for having a cargo van similar to other ones we observed in the neighborhood. The HOA filed a lawsuit against Green in Hillsborough County Court, demanding she correct the violations. She represented herself, preparing handwritten explanations that the HOA and judge rejected. Green
That was a nah. See, I ain't doing that. I part of me want to, and like I'm smart enough to do this, but I'd be so scared that HOA like know the judge or something. Or really, you got to be cautious. Or get you. You got to research lawyers that deal with HOA or something first. They got so many loopholes in there. And they're like, oh, you signed it. Oh, you.
Appeared at a hearing last July in which the judge gave her an ultimatum.
My grass had to be brung up to par. He said, you can get seeds, you can do something, but you got 30 days to get it corrected. I said, fine. You know, he said, and if it's not done in 30 days, you're going to go to jail.
Irene says
that's crazy. That's even an option right there. That sentence, that statement is crazy.
she spent the next month correcting the violations.
I sold my van to comply. My mailbox was clean. I bought seeds and watered my grass.
But she missed her next court date.
I was supposed to receive documentation. Nothing was sent to my home, and I reached out to the courthouse several times to try to find out when was my court date.
The judge signed an order holding Green in contempt of court and issued a warrant for her arrest at the HOA attorney's request.
It is pretty extreme. It certainly is, yeah.
We taking that to the state's Supreme Court. You crazy.
We asked Stetson law professor Paul Boudreau what he makes of this case.
I think it's pretty rare in a civil case for someone to have a contempt order.
Green was pulled over by a sheriff's deputy in late May after picking up her 15-year-old daughter from cheerleading practice.
When I got out, he said, "Ms. Green, do you know that you have a warrant for your arrest?"
What did she do? What did she do to prompt him to pull her over? Or there's something fishy about this whole thing. I think the judge and the sheriff involved in it. Do they live in that HOA? Because this is weird.
Was taken to the Orient Road jail.
If they got you handcuffed behind your back?
Yes, yes, I'm treated like a criminal.
At the jail, she got more bad news.
There was no bond, so I couldn't even go home to my family. I sat in there for 7 days. 7 days in the jailhouse, you know, like a criminal.
To be incarcerated without bond is certainly an extreme measure and is pretty rare.
Now there's a mugshot of you right now.
Yep.
How did that make you feel, just to be put in those orange clothes?
It makes me feel horrible. Like I work hard, you know, I work hard to buy this home, you know, for me and my kids in a better neighborhood and environment, and to be taken to jail and to be treated like that for brown grass at my own home, you know, like it's horrible.
David Lair is a Palm Beach attorney who represents homeowners in cases against HOAs. His law partner wrote the best-selling book, Bad HOA.
You have an HOA who was quick to go after her and to use the full force that they're entitled to.
Have you ever heard of it getting to this point?
Damn, he said that they're entitled to. See, she signed that shit.
Where someone actually goes to jail.
I have not seen that. To be clear, the association does not have the power to put you in jail. Certain other events intervened. Certainly, you know, the judge had the right to do it. You know, I think perhaps there could be more lenient remedies.
Green's sister-in-law, who is a paralegal, filed a petition 6 days after she was incarcerated, requesting an emergency hearing.
And I went to court, and I had to be shackled from my hands to my feet.
And you're there in civil county court, right?
Yeah.
You're the only one wearing orange, right?
Yeah, the only one.
Green's relatives sent pictures of the yard and other evidence to the judge, a different one than the judge who issued the arrest warrant. Green says an attorney for the HOA opposed her release.
He says, well, it hasn't been resodded. The whole yard needs to be resodded. And she's like, not from those pictures that I see. She's like, no, I want her released immediately.
So you were going to sit in jail while they resodded your yard?
And the attorney got the nerve to say, nah, she ain't fixed it yet, so keep her in jail until it get fixed. Keep the homeowner in jail until it get fixed. That's like the same dudes as like the mafia dudes. Like, you owe them money, so they're going to kill you. Then you don't get your money back. Come on.
He wanted me to continue to sit in jail and not come home to my family.
Green was released on the judge's order.
I'm Adam. I'm with ABC Action News.
We caught up with Creekview HOA attorney Francis Frischia, the one who asked for the arrest warrant outside his office.
Do you think that was kind of harsh to have her spend 5 days or 7 days, I believe, in jail?
I have no comment, but I'll email you on that.
He emailed us a statement saying in part, quote, Ms. Green received notices of violations. She disregarded them. Ms. Green failed to show up in court on August 19th. Her failure to abide by the court's instruction led to the arrest warrant being issued. We called and left a business card at the Creekview HOA president's home, and we called and emailed the HOA's property management company, which issued the violations. We didn't hear back from either. Legal experts.
This the type of shit that get is to stop, though. This attention. Now people ain't going, like, it affects the community. Now people going to be like, wait, you seen that news report? You seen that, how they acting, people? Like, this affects everybody, so people might be leaving out of this shit. Then it might be more people than she even know. Like, what? They did that too to them? Yeah, they did that to them too. They did that to them? Come on, look how many damn vans. Look at this van right here.
Say there are lessons to be learned.
Sometimes they act in a petty manner, but if they decide that you need to do something, you need to follow the rules. And when a judge tells you to do something, you have to do it.
I think that they have way too much power. I mean, I never heard of anything like this in my life.
I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan, taking action for you.
Wild story there. The HOA board recently hired a new property management company to enforce its regulations, which started last month. Now, our Adam Walsler has been investigating homeowners associations and everything that comes with them all over the Tampa Bay area for several years now. We want to know, are you in a battle with your HOA, or do you feel your HOA is not listening to you? Well, we are here to listen. Scan this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Somebody need to do something. There's going to be some federal law, something going to happen, somebody important, and then it's going to happen. Like, this is crazy. There should be regular rules, but this, like, you can even force her to, like, okay, if you don't fix it in 90 days, we can start the process of foreclosure, and then if it goes to that and you don't do it, then your house be sold or something, you get the profits from it, but you got to leave it, whatever. But to put somebody in prison over it, I would have fought that shit. I might have fought, man. Just because it's in a contract don't mean it's legal. That's what people confuse. Just because you can sign something and somebody can put it in a contract, say I'm gonna do this and you do this, that don't mean it's legal. Otherwise, people will put it in a contract. Look, I'm gonna do this crime and you can't tell. Sign a contract. That's not how it works. That's crazy. What y'all think? I don't know. Y'all got any bad experience with HOAs? I do. Not this deep to where it's doing this, but just simple stuff or petty stuff, or them like taking pictures. It look like it's the backyard. They getting close up to stuff. Like, damn, how you get a picture of the side of my house? Like like they be doing crazy stuff. I've seen it. I've got stories here and reports in my other videos of HOAs going crazy in different states. It's like the HOA company, I guess the people, the president and stuff, it's usually like people that retired, ain't got nothing to do. They like sitting there to volunteer to be the one to go around your community and make sure everything right. You gotta be a different kind of individual, and most of them ain't cool. They'll let one person do something, but then the other people, they don't like them. They'll cite them, or I don't know. Like at a big rainstorm, they'll go around seeing who got weeds. Like everybody got weeds, motherfucker. A rainstorm just happened. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, cave dwellers. Y'all having any problems with y'all HOA out there?